Hi, I'm Ed Milson, founder of Gomes Web Designs, and I help home services and construction business get more leads online by improving their websites, conversion rates, and local SEO strategy. Today's theme is your website slow loading is losing you all your leads. And why is your slow website losing you leads? And how do you fix those mistakes that many contractors actually employ on their websites? So let's start to see first why slow websites lose your leads. First impressions are made in seconds, so if your site takes longer than say 2 to 3 seconds to load, most visitors will just bounce out of it, won't get to see your value proposition, won't get to see your service, won't get to see your brand, and they will go to the competition. So basically, every second that your website takes to load, you're losing clicks, calls, credibility. You don't want that. Second is because slow speed kills credibility and trust. Like I said, people trust fast websites. The slow ones feel like they are outdated, unreliable, and they will think that represents your brand: outdated, unreliable, slow service, and they will move on to check your competitors and get their service. So you don't want to kill that credibility and trust right at the beginning of their first impression. Conversion rates plummet as speed drops. A site that loads in less than 1 second converts up to 5%, 5%, 5 times better than slower ones, like the sites that take around 3 seconds. So just 1 second delays cuts your conversion by 7%. So as you can see, the slower your website, the more leads you lose, the more clicks, the more calls you're losing, the more credibility. So avoid that because conversion rate is everything. You want to get as many calls as you can to close as many deals as you can. Okay, so uh, I'm going to show you a bad example of what not to do and show you some things to go over when you're auditing your own website or you have someone that takes care of your website for them to audit. So let me just actually, okay, now it's actually, okay, so I'm going to show you this website that I found that takes a long time to load. Okay, so I guess because it's being cached on their servers, the next visit I actually try, it's actually going faster. So but the first visit, it is the one that matters. So uh, I'm going to show you the audit I did for the page speed because I found it was taking like 10 seconds on my first visit. 10 seconds, yeah, I'm bouncing. I just waited because I'm doing an audit. But if I was a customer, a potential customer, a potential visitor to the site, I would just leave after like 2 to 3 seconds because it wasn't showing basically anything. It was just loading, loading, loading. And as you can see here, I just plug it into pagespeed.web.dev and put their link here. I think what was causing a lot of these issues is because they have marketing campaigns, and that slows a lot of websites because they use a lot of scripts, a lot of JavaScript to actually see what actually to see where the funnels, where the customers are going, and those things. They want to learn what is impacting their sales, but they actually don't realize that those things that they are looking, using to analyze where the most customers are actually leaving, is the thing that's making their website slow and losing them leads. So yeah, counterproductive. Okay, so you just go here, pagespeed.web.dev, put your website here or the page you want to audit, and then uh, Google provides a lot of insights into what's going wrong. So as you can see, performance 30, same thing. They did like a first uncached version. They got 30 performance. The first contentful paint, basically it's the image loading 1.2 seconds. The largest thing here to load took 4 seconds to load. There's a bit of like shifts when the website is loading, so it's like moving. You don't want that. You want to keep it everything where it's supposed to be. As you can see, speed index 3 seconds. uh, And then you can go here and check what's actually causing you to have a slow page. As you can see, they are not using caching for their images. So it's basically just images. You can see JPEG. No, basically they don't have any image in the newer formats. I'm going to show you that after this audit. The, they have a lot of things blocking the first render, the image availability, like they have PNG, JPEG, they don't have WebP, AVIF, the newest standards that are compressed, and Google delivers them much better. And the fonts are actually also very heavy. So yeah, they have a lot of things that are a bit more complicated for the non-technical person to fix, but if you can get someone technical to fix this, you definitely take this to, I would say, minimum for desktop has to be 90 and for mobile has to be 85. But yeah, those are the things I usually look for to audit the website speed. As you can see, even I put here over 10 seconds load time. And now imagine this is a plumbing services. The person is looking for plumbing services in Silver Springs, and they come to this website, which was actually on the top pages, um, and they click on it. They have an urgent business to get done. They need the plumbing service ASAP, and it takes 10 seconds to load. No, that's too much. I'm leaving. I'm going to check your competitors because you clearly don't care about your website. You don't care about your online customers, and maybe your service is not that good. I'm going to look at your competitors and call them and get them here. So that's why you don't want your page to take that long to load. Okay. So that was just one example of thousands. If you audit like the top 10 pages on Google, you see they're losing a lot of leads just because their website takes a lot to load. And then their competitors, even if they are low ranked, if the value proposition is good, if the person can actually see their website, yeah, they have that advantage, even if they are not top ranked. So yeah, fix that, and these are the ways to fix that. Optimize image speed and file size. One thing I like to use to optimize the image speed and file size, which a non-technical person can do if they have like if there is code builder or something like that, WordPress, they can just go here, tinypng.com, and then they click here, and then WebP, and then they put one image here. As you can see, it converts and it reduces the image size. It converts also to WebP, so it will be compressed, and it will use smart AVIF or WebP image delivery service. So only this will improve your website. As you can saw in their website, the images were the thing that were slowing them the most. Just that will improve your website a lot. So yeah, just do this if you can. If you can't, hire a technical person, get that done, because this will improve your website a ton, and you will start to get more leads because of this. Um, Also, one thing I notice is people just don't use fast or reliable hosting. They use one that are from teams that are cheap, like €10 a year, €20 a year, and that's end up costing them thousands a year because they are losing calls because of their hosting is not reliable. It goes down. It's not fast. So yeah, if you want this is not the thing you want to save a couple bucks on. At least if you have a cheap hosting, check if they are actually fast, because there are some cheap options and that are fast, like €5, 5 to €5 a month. That's still pretty cheap if you're getting twice as many calls as that slow hosting. So yeah, focus on that. Check if you actually are getting a decent, reliable hosting. Check on Trustpilot, G2A, those types of platforms that have reviews. Uh, Another thing, if you're using WordPress or like Squarespace, those places that use a lot of that have no-code website builders and have those themes that pre-made the plugins, please check when you're done building your website, or even before, check using the use the PageSpeed.web.dev to check if the team, because they usually have like a live link that you can see if the team is actually slow or not. So check that. If the team is slow, just don't use it. Even if it looks good, it will end up costing you on the long run. So yeah, check for at least a good hoster, a good team, and don't use plugins that you don't know nothing about. Check their reviews, check what the people are saying about them, because you don't want to clog your website with a ton of heavy unused plugins you don't know how to use. So yeah, just focus on what matters, focus on keeping it simple. If you don't know what you're doing, hire someone, hire a professional, because this will cost you money on the long run. And a professional, even though if they are more expensive, they will bring you money. And they can help you fix those small mistakes that you don't want on your website. Uh, Avoid also pop-ups, video backgrounds. I hate doing videos on websites because they slow your website and most people just don't see them. Don't use also image carousels, because there's a lot of image in the one small space. They use also JavaScript, and the more JavaScript you have in a page, the slower it will be if you don't optimize it well. So yeah, keep it simple. Just show the value proposition, show what you are, who you are, what you offer, your services, the customer reviews. You don't need too much. You don't need even animation. Just keep it simple. Most all of my clients' website don't have animations, and they have conversion rates above 20%. So yeah, when the people land on a website, 20 convert to a call or lead. So yeah, moving on. Audit your website speeds regularly. Missing one Y. Use that PageSpeed.web.dev. Mostly focus on your main pages. Check if they're performing good, because sometimes the hosting just I don't know, happens something and it's not as performant as before. So you want to keep tabs on that, so you don't lose any potential customers because of bad hosting or some other problems that you haven't identified. So audit your website regularly. If you are not the person taking care, ask them to do that, because they should be doing that. But yeah, let's move on. And the most important thing I would say is prefer custom websites made by professionals over teams or no-code builders, because these custom built websites are faster and cleaner, because they only include what your business actually needs. They don't have any bloat like the plugins, the themes. Uh, just speed, the control, and they bring better results long term. Uh, Teams and the no-code builders are fine to start if you can get actually a good one. If you can spend on a good one, don't cheap out. Because if you cheap out, the client will think you are cheap, and you don't want them to think you're cheap. You want them to think you are actually can get the job done. So start with the teams and the builders if you can, but then as soon as you start seeing more and more business, you want to actually hire a professional uh, to get more performance, to get more leads, and to not lose those potential customers. If you're yeah, but that's it. If you're liking the video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Okay, so here's a good example. This is one website I actually manage. It's a plumbing here in Lisbon. You can see big image, um, a lot of images, just things that matter to the customers. Okay, but let's see. See, 100 performance. They have the big image. They have everything that it needs. They have a lot of image. Everything green here. Just the accessibility has some issues I have to figure out. As accessibility is something is very annoying to fix. But as you can see, even on mobile, it loads super fast under 1 second. That's what you want. Keep it fast, as you can see. It still has some things here, but it's so small, it doesn't even go above like 1 megabyte, 1000 millisecond. So yeah, try to have mobile at least 85 plus, desktop 90 plus, because they are achievable, and these should be all 100, but it depends also on the time and your expertise. But yeah, that's the good example, the thing that you should strive for. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So before your competitors start stealing your leads, run a quick speed test today, fix those mistakes. Um, the ones you can, the ones you can't, you can always hire a professional. I'm here if you want help spotting what's slowing you down. I offer a free 30-minute website audit, no string attached. If you want, don't forget to like and subscribe and check out my next videos for more simple ways to turn your website into a lead magnet. Thank you and have a great one.